In a few moments, I'm going to share with you how I was able to go from $5,000 to $2.4 million in a year, and kind of what the plan is to help people do something similar. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to have a special offer for you that I hope will put money in your pocket. But first, I got to figure out why in the world this lottery ticket did not work out for me.
You, sir, are an idiot.
But first, let's talk about how in the world I went from $5,000 to $2.4 million. I'll include a link below where you can watch the YouTube video and watch how I show you my account where Charles Schwab bought TD Ameritrade and they weren't moving the balance chart over. So they said, if you want it, you better make a copy of it. So I made a copy of it because I'm into coaching. That's good. But first, let me give you the backstory. I was driving for Uber about 6 years ago, and me and some colleagues were working on a platform to help business owners and entrepreneurs succeed. But then this crazy thing happened, and I'll try not to make light of it, and that was COVID. COVID wrecked a lot of lives, and because I was driving for Uber, I was in cars with people who might actually have that virus, and I was unwilling, certainly, to bring that home to my family. So, what in the world's a person supposed to do? Wow. So, with my back against the wall, I decided I better figure some other things out. And I had friends and family calling me, asking me about what they should buy in this market because a lot of the stocks were down. And the reason why they were asking me is because I used to be a financial planner for a brief time. And I also worked for one of the largest mutual fund companies in the world. And I did have some experience and I had my investment licenses. So I knew a couple of things. And year after year, off and on, I would be investing in the stock market. So there are some things that I have learned the hard way. So I was able to give friends and family some really good advice. And I said to myself in the moment, I need to be able to do the same thing. So I did what every blue-blooded American man did. And that is to rob Peter to pay Paul without telling my wife, but I wouldn't recommend that strategy.
What the hell's going on?
So I took about $5,000 and I started to really lean into some books and tried to figure some things out in that moment because after all, for years and years I have found that the success has eluded me. And the main reasons were because I was undisciplined. I treated money as if it grew on trees. I was too aggressive. I didn't have the right skill set. I didn't have a proper plan or proper strategy. And so I was always losing money. So why would this time be any different? And the reason was it was a mindset shift. I knew with my back against the wall and 5 other humans that were counting on me that I better figure this out now. And if it wasn't going to be now, whenever was it going to be? So I took the $5,000 and I started to grow my account. And I grew my account in 6 months from about $5,000 to almost $300,000. But then a little funny thing happened. As you'll see in the video, my balance fell from $299,000 all the way back down to about $65,000. And in that moment, I could have quit, but things were different this time. I was in a different space, I had the right mindset, I had a better skill set, and I pressed forward and I made the necessary adjustments, which were good. Those adjustments allowed me to take my balance from $65,000 all the way to about $700,000. You know, the one thing is that time was on my side. So I didn't have to actually sell stock or do things that were too crazy. There's a little thing in the market that's called patience pays. So the way I thought and the way I went about things were very, very different this time. And I was able to take my balance then from about 700,000 all the way to $2.4 million. And then I was able to really transform the lives of my family members. So what does that transformation look like? Well, a transformation is very, very different for every family. For my family, it was going from a 1,400 square foot home to a 5,000 square foot home with 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, a semi-custom home that I paid cash for. So every individual's transformation will be different. And money means different things to different people. Some of you out there will be happy just to make a few hundred extra dollars every month that will allow your family some space, some breathing room, where other people are really planning on making money for vacations, the children's college fund, retirement, and all of those sort of wants versus needs that they have been wanting for a long time. So the goals for everybody are very, very different. So I remember when $100 was incredibly meaningful, and I would imagine $100 will always be meaningful. $100 took my family to Olive Garden, less of course, not a little bit more for the tip. $100 just about took the family to the movie theater, albeit we may have to sneak in some Cokes and some candy bars in the purse. So how is it that I can help you help yourself? And the only way I know how to do that is through coaching. So I offer people a way for them to learn the skills that have made my family and myself successful. The skills that I teach will help you transform your lives, whatever that looks like for you. And so I offer 3 different coaching groups, and they begin at around $97 a month on up. But then my wife says to me, sweetheart, a lot of people can't afford $97 a month. Remember the $100 that was so valuable and so important to us? Give them something that every single person on the planet can do. So I came up with Kraken Core, a $37.77 price point that allows someone to meet with me in a group to be able to get training so that they can get their feet wet and be able to move the ball forward so they can do some good things and achieve their goals. What you'll learn is how to move money short term, how to move it long term, how to be able to actually do this at work so you don't have to quit your full-time job. How do you begin to build something for you and your family and do it in a way that makes sense, that is very measured, that we're not going too fast, that is really geared towards beginners? How do I do that? I teach you technical and fundamental analysis. I teach you about charts and chart patterns and technical indicators. I teach you those basic things that an 8th or a 9th grader can understand. And then week by week, step by step, video by video, you will start to put all of this together and have lots of aha sort of moments. And you say, Eugene, what do I need? You simply need a brokerage account, which allows you to move money and trade stocks. Either it's a taxable account or a tax sheltered account. I'll go over all of that with you. So maybe just a few $100s to get yourself started. And then you simply just need about $38 to be able to participate in the monthly training. Start, stop as often as you'd like, but I would give yourself a full year to be able to learn the things that I need to be able to teach you. So if this makes sense to you, click on the link below. It's a PayPal link. You will pay. It'll be a recurring payment. And then what you're going to do, you'll have access to a private Facebook group where you'll be able to get the content. You'll have access to the Zoom link where we'll do the training. All of the training, all of the blogs, all of the content, all of the live training will all be in that group for your access so that you can also go back and watch it and learn at your own pace. The thing you need to do now is take the first step. But before we go, I said if you watched until the end, I would have a special offer for you. And that offer is, for anybody that joins, I will spend time with them going over their portfolio if they currently have one, answer all their questions, and give them one private personal lesson that will help them move forward. After that lesson, you'll know if this is a good fit for you or if it is not. But that is the offer that I'm making to you. If you're interested, take the first step. Click on the link below, and I'll see you on the other side. Happy trading.